They promised, but internally at least, there were not a lot of supporters for this.
Yeah, and according to one of the compliance auditors, this is how they described it: discredit, deflect, delay, and deny. That was what these U.S. managers was their four-part strategy within the bank when it came to reforming some of these efforts to really change the bank. This is the first full-year report card that we've seen of HSBC's progress since that 5-year deferred prosecution agreement, which has been a big topic of concern among U.S. lawmakers, that these deals, these DPAs, are just too soft, just a slap on the wrist for these big financial institutions. Well, again, you can see from these details here, internal struggle among the investment bank, the heads there, and the internal compliance team. They cited bullying, foot-dragging, discrediting. The audit team actually singled out 6 clients whose activities pose a threat to the financial institutions. And time again, these managers are saying, you're piggybacking, these are annoying distractions, and you need to omit these details from an internal audit. This was an email sent from Karen Fisher, the HSBC compliance team leader, to a colleague saying, I am feeling more bullied than I ever have before in my career. Michael Cherkasky, this is the monitor that was appointed by that court. This is what he said overall, saying that it's going to be very hard for HSBC to really meet those compliance targets within those 5 years of this agreement. The bank continues to struggle with a broad range of compliance and control deficiencies, and he said that pose an unnecessary level of financial crime risk to the bank's continuing operations. HSBC must redouble its efforts if it is to have any appreciable chance.
But the court itself determined that HSBC overall was making progress. So despite all of this happening, still making progress. But what is the reality here? What is the action that they've really taken?
Right. You know, this judge, I think, is there some developments there in the last couple of months. He himself has said that these U.S. managers acted inappropriately. They were combative. But yes, overall, there is some progress being made. But a couple months ago, they did request to have a review of this full report. It's the first time a judge has requested for a direct look at this report. HSBC declined to comment too much about it, said they've doubled their compliance staff. They have over 7,000 people in the unit now in the last couple of years. And they also have moved that U.S. regional head that was in the center of this report. They also cut his bonus. But this report, time and time again, a lot of people are talking about this, that you talk about these big fines, $1.9 billion, really isn't that much for a bank like HSBC. And you see with this report that changes are very incremental.